Delicious.
Great job.
Wow. Gave me like goosebumps.
Winner broccoli dinner. Hey everybody, it's Hannah. Today I'm going to do another pantry challenge. If you don't know what that is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at all the ingredients I have in my pantry, in my fridge, and make a list. And from that list, I'm going to figure out something to cook without having to go to the store and buy anything. It's the perfect activity for today because it is a dreary, snowy, wet, gross day outside today. So it's no good for getting out and going to the store. So last time I did this, I made a creamy chicken and vegetable soup, and oh my gosh, it was absolutely delicious. So it'll be interesting to see what I come up with this time. So here are some of the ingredients that I listed. I just kind of listed a little bit of everything and thought, you know, it wouldn't have to be a meal. It could be a snack or a dessert or something like that too. So here's what I've got. I've got frozen broccoli, chicken broth, noodles, cream cheese, shredded cheddar cheese, frozen blueberries and frozen strawberries, green peas, meatballs, all kinds of seasonings, onions, cream of mushroom soup, cream of chicken soup, diced tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, cranberry sauce, rice. Oh, and I also put Rolos and pretzels. So let's see what I can come up with. I have put my list into the internet and gotten some suggestions. So here are the suggestions I've gotten so far. And if you can think of something from those ingredients that I could make that maybe aren't one of these suggestions, please do let me know down in the comments. So I could make a cheesy broccoli and noodle bake. Cook the noodles and broccoli mixed with cream cheese, cheddar cheese, and a little chicken broth. Creamy chicken or meatball rice casserole. Cook rice and mixed with cream of chicken soup, frozen peas, and meatballs. Add shredded cheddar and bake for a comforting dish. That sounds pretty good. Tomato and garlic pasta with meatballs. Cook noodles and toss with crushed tomatoes, garlic, butter, and seasoning. Served with meatballs and shredded cheddar on top. That sounds like a winner, but let's keep looking. Broccoli cheddar soup, a classic. Saute onions and garlic in butter. Add broccoli, chicken broth, and seasoning. Simmer, then blend. Stir in cream cheese and shredded cheddar for a rich soup. That sounds good. I think I won't do a soup this time since that's what I did last time. Here's some dessert ideas. Chocolate covered pretzel Rolo bites. Place a Rolo on a pretzel and bake for a few minutes until soft. Press another pretzel on top or use a frozen berry for a twist. That sounds good and easy, so maybe I'll do that. Also, or in another video or something, I don't know. Berry crumble bars. Mix flour, sugar, butter, and a little water to make a crumbly dough. Press half into a baking dish. Add frozen berries, sugar, and a little flour. Then top with more crumble. Bake until golden and bubbly. That sounds delicious. Cranberry butter bars. Use a simple shortbread crust from butter, flour, and sugar. Spread cranberry sauce on top, then crumble more dough over it. Bake until golden and set. Lots of delicious sounding recipes. I think I'll get some input from my mom and Marlo to see what they think.
Those are the choices?
Mm-hmm.
I would choose either the first one you said about broccoli and pasta,
Mm-hmm.
or the rice and meatball one.
Really? You wouldn't choose the tomato and garlic pasta with meatballs?
I would like to try that. So maybe you could wait and do that another day and do the mac and cheese one today. Just because they both sound good.
Okay. You would do the cheesy broccoli and noodle bake?
Yeah, sounds
Okay.
good to me.
Marlo?
That's my choice too.
Is it?
That was my number one.
Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna do the cheesy broccoli and noodle bake. If any of those other recipes that I read sounded like something you really like to see us make, please let me know down in the comments which one, and maybe I'll make that in a future video. So this sounds pretty simple. I'm just going to boil the noodles, cook the broccoli, make the sauce in a separate pan, and then add everything together, put it in a baking dish and bake for just a little bit. So I'm ready to get started. So there's about 2 minutes left on the pasta noodles, and I went ahead and added in the frozen broccoli to get it started defrosting and cooking. Once that is done, I'm gonna drain the noodles, set those aside, and get started putting everything together. So I've cooked 8 ounces of macaroni noodles. I've got a cup of chicken broth there, and then this pot is where I'm going to make the sauce. I've got a tablespoon of butter in there ready to melt. I've got 4 ounces of cream cheese over there, working on getting soft. And over here, I've got some cheese. All right, that's done. I'm gonna leave that there to the side for now. The noodles are a little too al dente for my preference, but they're gonna keep cooking in the oven, so that's just fine. So now I'm going to get started on the sauce. I've got 1 tablespoon of butter in there, and I'm gonna turn the eye on to medium and get that melting. All right, now that the butter's melted, I'm going to add in the 1 cup of chicken broth and the 4 ounces of cream cheese. And I'm gonna stir that in until it is all melted and smooth. All right, the recipe says to add the seasonings to everything once it's all mixed together, but I'm gonna go ahead and add to the sauce. So I'm gonna salt and pepper to taste. And then I'm gonna add half a teaspoon each of garlic powder and onion powder. All right, that's not completely smooth, but I'm gonna call it. All right, the recipe has you mix it up in the pot and then put it in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and mix it together in the casserole dish. Now I'm also gonna add 1.5 cups of shredded cheddar and mix that all together. All right, and then the recipe didn't originally call for any kind of a crunchy topping because I didn't list those ingredients, but I decided I wanted one. So I melted 2 tablespoons of butter and crushed up about 1 cup of Ritz crackers. Mix that all together. So I'm gonna sprinkle that on top. All right, here it is. And I'm gonna bake it at 375 for about 15 minutes. It's done. Let's try it. All right, let's serve it.
It smells delicious.
Hopefully it is delicious. Oh, it's gonna be interesting for sure. I'm excited. It does smell really good.
It does.
Wow. Actually, delicious. I love that. I think it's excellent as it is.
I think Jessica will love it.
I think Jessica will love it. I think you could add some chicken in it if you wanted to add a little protein, maybe make it your more of a main course. I think it would be great as a main course as it is, or as a side dish. I love it.
Great, I'm excited.
Wow.
Oh my
delicious.
gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. No notes. That's delicious.
Yeah,
That's
I love it.
delicious. I mean, I have
Yay.
zero problems with it. Aw. Great job.
Thank you.
This really looks like a really nice texture.
Wow.
Now I need to know how you made this.
You have to watch my video.
I mean, that gave me like goosebumps. It
Really?
is so delicious.
Isn't it? I'm so glad.
It's like creamy, but it's got like nice texture. The broccoli's not too soft. The crunch of the crackers is wonderful, of course. I think the pasta's just right. I would eat this any day.
Yay! I'm so glad. All right, we have a winner. I'm so thrilled that everybody liked it this much.
Winner, winner, broccoli dinner.
Winner, winner, broccoli dinner. That's right. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this recipe and if you think you'll try it. See you soon.